Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out my review. Today I'm going to be going over the Series 6 Apple Watch. I'm going to go over two versions of it. I'm going to go over the Graphite, and I'm going to go over the Space Black stainless steel. Unfortunately, I've been purchasing the Space Black stainless steel since the very first version of the Apple Watch, and this is the first year that on the regular versions, they discontinued that version, and they moved it to what they call a Graphite, which is a darker version of the regular stainless steel, basically. So what I did was they also moved the Space Black stainless steel to the upper version, which is the Hermes. And so I picked up that version as well, so I can actually make physical comparisons for you. So before I do that, I'm going to walk through the unboxings, and then I'm going to just show you what both differences are. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the Hermes Apple Watch. As you can see, the packaging is a little bit higher scale. They gave you an orange bag with the Hermes logo on the top, and then they gave you the orange box. It's a nice premium box, and they give you two boxes within it. So when I go into the two boxes, the first thing that you have here is, of course, the watch, and then the second is you have the straps. So I'll go over the straps in a moment here. And what I do is I open up this box and I get the Apple Watch here. One thing I was a little bit disappointed with was it didn't come in the suede that it normally comes in the last couple of generations. It's more like a light cardboard. The interesting thing is on the Hermes version, they gave you the power adapter and the cord, but on the normal versions, it was interesting when they did the announcement the other day, they basically announced the fact that they were going to be dropping the power adapter, and they considered that a feature. Go figure. So, but simply this, similar materials than they normally do every year. And then what they also included with this was the black sports straps. And what they changed up here with the sports straps, of course, you get the instructions underneath that. But they gave you a Hermes logo on the black button here, if you're able to see it. So that's the big difference as far as the straps go here. And then what they did was they gave you, like I said, instead of the suede, it's more like a cardboard paper. So you just... And it's not easy to get out either, so just be careful when you're opening this up, because it could drop. You got to kind of push it through and pull it at the same time. So I'll just speed this up a little bit. So that's the Apple Watch. And then when we go into the other box here, this is where they get better with the packaging. They give you a nice suede sleeve here. You open it up, you've got your paperwork over here, just a lot of Hermes and Apple instructions on how to install. And then, of course, you get the straps. Nice thing about these straps is, of course, they match the coloring of the Space Black watch, along with the buckle here as well. All right, so now to unbox the Graphite. It's basically the same type of packaging that they've put out the last couple of years. So it's got the rings on the side here, so you just open them up. You get also two boxes here, one with the Milanese loop and one with the watch. And they just slide right open. Once again, they got away from the suede and they gave you that cheap paper. And once again, not easy to get out. But there you go. And as you can see, it's darker than stainless steel, but it's lighter than the Space Black. So I'll get into that in a moment. And of course, you get your paperwork here. No power adapter, great feature. And your cable, of course. And going into the strap case here. No suede on this one. And you open up the packaging, gives you a little instruction. And here you go. And it works magnetically. It's a loop style bracelet. So you just open it up, you take the stickers off. And that's what you get. So the nice thing I like about it is darker than the regular stainless steel. It's lighter than the Space Black, but it looks really nice. I actually like this a lot. And As you can see, the lugs here, it matches the graphite. Listen, it's a really nice finish, but I just prefer the Space Black personally. But it's a very strong magnet too. So I'm going to walk you through that as well, but I just wanted to go through the unboxing for you. All right, so the first thing I want to do is get into the comparisons between the Series 5 and the Series 6, so this way you can just at least see the differences. So this is the graphite. I'll put this aside for a second here. So this is the Series 5 from last year, and you'll notice it's got the ceramic back, sapphire crystal, and then of course the Space Black on the case itself. And the only real difference between the two, particularly with this one, is you get the Hermes logo on the back here, and then the sensors, because one of them gives you the blood oxygen, and then the other one gives you the heart rate. So that's the main differences. The sizes are pretty much the same. It's a little bit thicker on the ceramic section here, but they are pretty much, as far as from a physical standpoint, they look like the same exact watch. Now, from the difference between the colors, this is where the difference comes in, and I think that you can notice it the most on the crown. But basically, again, it's a dark stainless steel, but it's not black. And you can see the difference here. So it matches up much better with the Milanese loop. And I would really be okay, matter of fact, with it on the leather. But the problem is once again, when we get into the link bracelet, and that was where I always preferred the Space Black case because it matches up perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the differences between the two watches with the different straps. So this way you can kind of see, again, the physical standpoint of what you'd be looking at with these. All right, so here they are with their respective straps. So as you can see here, everything matches up really nicely. This is the graphite version. Works with the magnets here. And just to give you some wrist shots. And just to let you know, I have a 7.5-inch wrist, so you can kind of get the idea on how large the wrists are. As much as I like the color on this, I think it might be a little bit too small for my wrist. But the nice thing about these magnetic ones is you can change the size on the fly. And this is the leather, the Hermes leather, and the flexibility on this is really, this is some of the softest leather that I've ever seen in my life. And I've had a lot of leather straps. I'm not typically a fan of leather straps, but these ones are a different story. I like soft leather. That's the difference. And the unfortunate thing about soft leather is you have to pay for it to be able to get it to where it's really comfortable on the wrist. So as you can see here, it's a really nice buckle here as well. So just to give you an idea how this fits. And here's what I did. I moved the Milanese over to the Space Black. So you could see that there's a slight difference in the lug area here. But I think they go pretty well together as far as from the standpoint of this strap versus the other example here with what I'm really not crazy about. This is the graphite on the link bracelet. And the link bracelet is Space Black. And to me, for my taste, it's just too light for this. And I really prefer wearing the Apple Watch primarily on this. And that's why I typically go with the Space Black watches. And just so you kind of see how it looks on the wrist. Not that it looks bad. I think it could get away with it with a lot of people. But I just like to have the Space Black matching. Now here's another thing, and the link bracelet is all DLC, diamond light coating. And the same deal with both versions of the watch. Now interestingly, what they did with the Milanese was they moved it to a PVD coating here, because apparently on the Space Black Milanese, when you had a Space Black watch, this was enough to scratch the Space Black case and the ceramic back. So I guess Apple listened to a lot of the complaints on that, and they changed it up to PVD. So like I said, that's a better looking version. They match really well, but this just doesn't work for me. And now I'm just going to show you on different types of straps, both versions. All right, so here's a comparison with the graphite on one of the Erica's original straps that I reviewed not too long ago, and then the Space Black on a brown strap, so if you wanted to kind of get an idea on how that looks, which it doesn't look bad at all. This is the saddle brown leather loop band. So just to show you once again what they both look like on the wrist. This is one of the most comfortable straps that I have. I was really happy with this one. And here's the leather loop with the black. Okay, and here's the Space Black on the Nike straps. Interestingly enough, these straps, they're soft and very flexible, but they're not as soft as the sports straps that come with the watches. And then you have the graphite on the saddle brown leather loop. And I just want to make it clear, the differences are not dramatic. I mean, it's just dramatic enough for me on that link bracelet that's why I'm not going to be keeping the stainless steel most likely. It's basically a dark version of stainless steel, and if you want the best example of the color of this stainless steel, if you have an 11 Pro, an iPhone 11 Pro, or if you have an iPhone XS or the iPhone 10, the dark space gray on that one would probably be the best match for what this color is. So it's just dark enough that it looks great, and I can understand why they changed the name of it. It does look great. I don't deny that, but again, it's not space black, and that's what I genuinely prefer. So that's just my quick walkthrough. Again, I just wanted to give you a quick comparison because I think a lot of people had questions on the differences between the graphite and the Space Black. That's the best difference I'm going to give you. I'm going to get deeper into the Hermes. I'm probably just going to do a full review on it, but I just wanted to kind of go through the unboxing of it and just get into it a little bit. It's launch day. Again, I just picked these up today. I just wanted to do a quick video for you, primarily show you the differences. So I want to thank you very much for watching. If you like this review, please press like. If you really like it, please subscribe, and you can find me on Twitter at DougFNJ. I want to thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your support. Stay safe, and more will follow. Thank you.